Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday. Yes, it will be Thursday when this gets aired on my page. So I'm pre-recording it. I won't be able to answer questions live, but I'll go back and I will look at questions. So if you have a question, just pop it in there. We're gonna make a cute little hello sunflower sign. Right now, while you're watching this, I am in the air flying from San Diego to Salt Lake City. At the moment, when I'm recording this, I'm here in my room, but I have everything ready to go. I am probably just going to stay up all night like I usually do when I travel, and then I sleep the whole time. I have 4 hours to sleep on the plane because we have to stop. We stop in Phoenix, and I usually don't even wake up when we take off and we land. I just barely wake up, and they're like, "Oh, it's not time to get off yet." And Sue will be with me, so she'll make sure I get off when we get to Salt Lake. Anyways, guys, how are you? I have been so busy. I know you have been seeing shipping labels going out. I'm sure you get an email showing, hey, my order has shipped. Yes, all those orders are going to go out. So my granddaughter was helping me pull transfers today, and we got some of the orders out, but the rest of them will go out today or like today or Friday. So, anyways, I'm so excited that I can't wait to go to Utah and see all of my chalk family. It's always fun to do that. But I have this project for you. So, I'm going to put you down to the project. Let me just get this all ready here. And let's see here. There we go. All right. Here's our cute little sign. It's a hello sunflower sign. So, hey, I'm just wishing for spring. I'm headed over to the snow, and I should have done the one that said hello snow or what is the saying? Oh, I should go grab that one. I should do that next for another project because I'm probably going to be in the snow. It was definitely snowing when everybody was arriving today. So anyways, this is already posted to the website. I can put the link right in here. Let me just go to the page. I can actually see this on my page. It's on a test page. So you guys can't see it live, hopefully. Once in a while, I'll have a boo boo and someone will see it live. But I believe is on my page. It's on a test page. So let me turn it down. Like there's a comment. No, the comment actually says you can support me by doing stars. I don't put that there, guys. That is something automatic that Facebook does, just so you know. All right, I'm going to take my piece of cardboard that has tape on it, and we're going to get started. There's a couple of layers here. All right, so we have our little hello, and we're going to do this in deep ochre. Okay, so our sunflowers are going to be deep ochre for, oh, this actually is turned, so I just put it on there wrong. Yeah, so deep ochre for the dark color. The centers are going to be my dark brown, which is dark chocolate. Okay, we might need another board. And then the light part of them is actually going to show, and that's going to be Sunny Day. And then we have our little leaves, our stems, our leaves are going to be light avocado. And then we have, you know what, maybe I can make this fit. Okay, so here is the fence. If I go like this and put this at the top, then I think we can make it fit. I think we can. Because this is just going to be our watered down brown. Okay, so, oh, let me fix this. We can't even see everything. Woo! There we go. Alrighty then. So, I hope you guys are having a great day. It's kind of weird to not be talking to anybody, but you know, sometimes I have to do these. I just want to be able to have a project for you guys. Everyone says that you miss it when I'm not here. So I'll pop in when I get there. I'll pop in and let you know that we made it and maybe show you around. We are going to be going out and actually seeing my house that I grew up in, which is going to be interesting. I'm kind of hoping that it's the people that bought it from the second owners after my parents sold it. So my parents sold it. It went to some people that they had to foreclose on it, and the neighbor who had been our next door neighbor forever, he jumped in and grabbed it at a great price and fixed it up a little bit. However, when I look on Google Earth, it looks pretty bad. But I'm hoping that it is the same person, because wouldn't that be pretty awesome to be able to go knock on the door and say, "Hey, Gerald, do you remember me?" I was just a little girl when I last saw you. So he's probably, well, he's not as old as my dad. So they were younger. They were actually, here's the funny thing, is there were 3 brothers. Let me tell you the story while I'm doing this. Let me just tell you this little kind of a teen love story. It could have turned out bad, but my parents really, they had the thumb on me. They really watched what I was doing, which is great as parents. Okay, so this is deep okra. These are deep okra. All right, so here's the scoop, guys. We lived in a house, and right next door was the duplex. Oh, my sister's listening. She might hear some things that she's never heard before. Oh, she probably was suspicious anyways. So there were 3 guys that lived in the duplex, and they were brothers. And okay, so there was Val, there was Gerald, and who was the other one? Oh my goodness, Stuart. Okay, so Stuart, Val, and Gerald Mahoney. Okay, so they were probably in their early 20s, and I was a teenager. So I had a crush on the youngest one. Yeah, I did. I had a crush on the youngest one. Okay, so if some of my friends are listening from that neighborhood, yeah, it was true. It's true. I did. I was a teenager. I had a crush on the youngest one. So, but my parents were not having that. My parents had a talk with him, and they were not having any of that. So that got put away real quick. But there were other teenagers in the neighborhood that used to go hang out at their house and used to go inside and play pool. And I don't know what else they did, but they had a pool table in their living room for a long time. And I remember another thing about them. They were mechanical. So they loved to work on cars, and they even would bring their tractor over from their family farm. And they would till up my mom's garden for her. They would bring in a load of manure. Okay, you know what that is if you're if you're farming. So they would bring in a load of manure for the garden, and they would till it in and let it sit there all winter. And then they would till it again in the spring so that she had nice, really good, fertile garden soil. And we had like the best garden ever. But anyways, yeah, I had this crush on one of them. It was so funny. But the older boy, Gerald, he bought the place. So I don't know whatever happened with the younger ones. I know they all got married. He probably got married too. But wouldn't it be interesting to just meet up with some of those people from your past, just like that? Just go knock on the door, which I'm going to do. if it looks like anybody's home. Yeah, Sue is not above that either. So she'll go with me. We'll go knock on the door and say, "Hey, I used to live here back in the 70s. And looking at Google Earth, the house looks almost the same, but really beat up. Really, really beat up. My mom and dad always took really good care of it. We didn't have a lot of money. This is like avocado. We didn't have a lot of money. However, they took really good care of the house and the yard, and they took pride in making sure that it was the best that they could do with the money that they had. So we may have been poor, but they really, really had a lot of pride in taking care of things. So my mom would be out there digging dandelions all day long because she didn't want to have weeds in her yard. And she liked that. She loved to work hard. She was the hardest worker in the garden too. She would be in there weeding the garden. We would too. We had to go weed the garden. That was one of our things during the summer. But I'm going to open this. Sorry. Oh, sunny day. I'm trying to open you. I'm even using my teeth. It's not wanting to open. You guys, sometimes I just can't. Okay, all right, I got it. Okay, so the back is sunny day, and then this is going to be our dark brown. So this was milk chocolate, light avocado, deep okra. We have, deep okra. We're going to have dark chocolate. So we have milk chocolate, and dark chocolate, and then this is sunny day. It's a light light yellow. Yeah, isn't it funny how when you're a teenager, it's, it's kind of silly, but you do get those crushes on people. It was really weird. I on an older man. I think he was probably 21. The youngest brother was probably 21. It wasn't like he was that old, but my parents were not having any of that. Boy, they put their foot down. So other kids in the neighborhood, though, their parents, I guess, didn't really care, because there was a couple of them, and I remember their names. I don't think I want to say their names. But anyways, I remember them. Yep. So anyways, it's kind of funny to think back of those things. Sometimes people don't remember all of the stuff that happened. I have such a clear memory of everything that happened pretty much my whole life. When I think about it, I can kind of dissect like grade by grade. It's kind of interesting. And it's not like every single thing that happened to me, but there are things that stand out. Things that stand out from kindergarten and things that stand out from first grade. Probably, I don't remember second grade that much. That one's kind of a blur. I do remember having to stand in the corner and hold a book. Do you ever have to hold a book out because that was your punishment and your arms are just shaking? And they're like, you just hold that there. And I don't even know what it was. I probably talked when I wasn't supposed to. That's probably all it was. Okay, so this is white. Really, there aren't that many colors on this, but it's going to look oh so cute. And we will do a little bit of inking around it. I'm thinking maybe I could just get away with just putting some here and there on here. This is actually a pretty quick project, guys. I probably could make up half a dozen of these for craft shows really quick. I have 4 of them in there for Haley to paint for me. I have stuff for her to paint. She's going to be pulling more transfers. Tara's coming in for a few hours tomorrow to make sure things go out. Sue and I are leaving at 4:30. I'm being picked up at 4:30. Her husband works close to the airport, so he is going to drop us off. And then our flight takes off at 6:55. So, but he has to be to work early, so we have to get there a little bit earlier, which is fine. Absolutely fine with me. I don't mind getting there early. I'll probably just grab a cup of coffee and sit in a corner and maybe fall asleep. No, wouldn't that be bad? Fall asleep and miss your flight? I would not want to do that. So, guess what I made tonight, guys? I decided that, hey, I want to take a snack with me. Everybody always has snacks. They're always buying stuff and eating stuff that I can't have. And so I made chocolate chip cookie, like muffin kind of bread. Does that make sense? Let me dry this and I'm going to put a second coat on the white. So, like the little muffin tins that you make banana bread with? So I mixed up cookie dough, a chocolate chip cookie dough, but I made it a little bit thicker so that it wouldn't be too, it wouldn't break and it wouldn't be too gooey. And then I put it in the little muffin tins, or like, not muffin, well, the little bread tins, whatever they are. It's like for banana bread, the small ones, the mini ones, that make like a personal size. At least to me, it's a personal size. It's probably more like 2 servings. But I made chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, it's kind of yummy. My house smells really good. Yeah, so I'm taking those. I don't know if they'll survive as far as getting there in one piece, but guess what? I can crumble it up and make granola. Yep, I brought extra little baggies just in case they do not survive. I brought little baggies so that I can just kind of have it crumbled. All right, let's put a second coat on the white, and then Sunny Day also needs a second coat on it. Okay. All right. I keep looking over there to see comments. I'm not going to see comments. Darlene, you are not going to see comments because you are recording this for them to see later. Oh my goodness. Well, it will be Thursday, and I think I'll record another one. I'll do a little chocolate tour, a short little chocolate tour transfer for Friday. But I'm hoping that when we get our little create and take, that I'll be able to make something for you guys. We're supposed to get something on Friday or Thursday. Yeah, Thursday night, tomorrow night. We're supposed to get some type of something. I don't know what, if it's a little transfer or what it is, but we're supposed to get something. So maybe I'll be able to share that. I decided I am taking my Archon stand with me. I haven't used that in forever. It is not what I use. But I can't very well take a magnet and use my sky float in the room. And my one little my ring light. Okay, it's really difficult. My one ring light is really difficult to take anywhere. It doesn't fold up well. So that's the only problem that I have, is that there's not great lighting, because I cannot take my ring light with me because it doesn't stand very well. When I move it around, I don't know if you remember last time, but Sue and I had it and it started going and the feet all just kind of splayed out, and it was so funny. It just did it like in slow motion. We were cracking up so much. So, guys, I'm going to be going live on the company corporate page on Saturday, and I'll be sharing it over to this page. So make sure you watch for that. That will be on Saturday. And my time, I think my time is 1:20. I will check and I'll post it as an event so that it pops up for you guys. But be watching for that. And I'm going to ask them if I can have Sue go on there with me. I don't know if I can. I don't know if they'll let teammates, because it would be kind of fun to have Sue and maybe have Patty, because Patty's coming too. Patty's on my team. I'm excited to see her also. I'm excited to see a lot of people, but they are on my team, and so that just makes it even more special to get together with my teamies. So Sue and I always have a great time. It's funny. We might even argue a little bit, like a married couple sometimes. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. We're very similar, but then sometimes sometimes we're opposite in certain things. So she's going to try to go see her grandkids, because they don't live that far from there. They're actually in Tooele. So if you live over there and you know where Tooele is, it's about an hour drive, I guess, from where we're going to be staying at. So she's going to try to go see her grandkids while we're there, which would be nice. Be nice for her to be able to do that. I hope it works out. I am sure that we can figure it out somehow, make it work. We have a rental car, so for us, it shouldn't be too difficult. I always like having a rental car because of my food allergies. It's hard for me to eat everything else that everybody else is having. So just in case I need to, oops, there's something on that one. Did you see me? I might have licked my finger and got it off. You know, there's something magical in spit, right? At least that's what mamas think when they lick your face sometimes. Have you ever had your mom do that? She wets her finger and then she would like lick your face. Okay, I'm just going to kind of see how it looks. I'm not so sure about this yellow. I kind of like it. You know why I like it so much? Because it's so bright. Because it really stands out. But we are going to ink all the edges. I'm just going to fit this all together first. I want to make sure I like it, and then we will ink the edges. And I'm going to, let me move this up further so you can see everything. How cute is this? This is super duper cute. And guys, you can use any color you want. If you don't want it to be sunflowers, you can totally change it into whatever color of flowers you want. If you want them to be purple and pink flowers, go for it. It is your project. You get to make the choices. So this is going to be over in my on my page. I already dropped the link in there for you guys if you want to grab it. It is $15.75, and it is, you can put on your door or on the wall. Now these things, sometimes you have to turn them a certain way, you know, because they're not exactly the same all the way around. So you might have to kind of turn it till it fits in there. Okay, there we go. What do you think? Pretty cute, huh? Pretty darn cute. Okay, let me ink this. One time, I get this done really quickly when I'm not answering questions and interacting with you guys. Oh my goodness, yeah. Let me go. But I love that part of it. I love being able to talk to you guys. I'm just gonna barely do the edges. I just want a little bit of dimension on there from the ink. Just a little, not along the whole thing. Just a little dab will do ya. Okay, and then this. And guess what else, guys, we get to see? So they're going to be picking the next people that get to go to Africa. How exciting. So there's several of us that want to go. There's 4 spots. And I know of 4 people that are crossing their fingers and their toes that want to go really bad because they're going to a different area this time. Okay, I'm not going to go down all the sides, or am I? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. As I say that, I think I am. I think I'm just gonna make some swipes. I'm gonna turn this sideways and make some swipes. So they're going to Denza. Denza, is that what it is? Where the child brides are. So where they released the child brides, where they helped get them released, and I'll get the pronunciation for you. I am sorry, but sometimes I just don't pay close enough attention. I was just so excited to actually be part of that. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, I'm telling you. And Nancy too. Nancy took me aside. She goes, Darlene, this is the one I want you to go on. So I have from her, she's like, but she doesn't have a choice. So the names all go onto a wheel and it's a spinner, and then they choose, or they put them into a hat and they draw. So they have a little meeting. There's more than one person there drawing those names because they want to keep it so that it is fair, and that no one challenges them and goes, you cheated. so yeah, they're very fair about it. And yes, even if you've gone once before, you can go again. And you know what? I think that's good because the people that are trying and they're raising the money, they should be the ones that get to go. So I'm one of them, and you guys are helping me with that. So I will continue to do Watts of Love auctions, Watts of Love. I'm not necessarily doing a Watts of Love Wednesday all the time. That was a big thing for a while. It's hard for me right now. I actually, now that I just have Tara full time, my granddaughter's part time, but it's hard for me. And also remember when wood more than quadrupled in price. So wood went from $2 for a sheet to costing us $12 for a small sheet. Yeah, just a small piece. So yeah, it was, and a big piece went from $12 to $58. So yeah, when wood is quadruple what it used to be, we can't really just give stuff away. I mean, it makes it more difficult because it's taking a lot out of our pockets. So we'll still do things. It's just not going to ever be the same as we did the first few years when we raised a ton of money. And I'm so glad that we were able to do that. We helped so many people. And honestly, it really did help Watts of Love and it helped inspire other people. There's people that do Watts of Love Wednesdays because I kept doing them. You know, I wasn't the first. Anne was the first, and she was who inspired me. And when she went to Africa, she said, guys, somebody needs to keep doing the Watts of Love Wednesdays while I'm gone. We can't just not do it. We can't ignore it. And so I jumped right in there and started doing them, and I just didn't stop. And for the first 3 years there, we just were rocking and rolling every Wednesday. And then we hit our major goal. And some of you are new to the page. Some of you don't know what we did. So right around our 3rd year mark of raising money for Watts of Love, we hit our goal of raising $100,000 for Watts of Love. It was a joint effort between all of you guys and me and my girls. They worked hard. They worked their butt off. I donated all the wood, all the ribbon, everything that all the kits that we sold. I donated all the supplies, and then you guys paid for your shipping, and it equaled $100,000 after 3 years. And I think we're at about 121,000 now. So we haven't done that much more since. We're doing about 10,000 a year now. But still, hey, that's good. And I would love to continue that. I think that's a good goal to have. To hit a minimum of 10,000 a year still would be a really good goal. So that's my goal for this year, is for us to hit $10,000. So we'll do some things. We'll do a few things. I know some of you are brand new and you're like, what the heck is Watts of Love? Well, while I'm putting this together, I'm going to tell you what it is. So Watts of Love is an organization that raises money to take solar lights over to countries where there is no electricity, because in those countries, now you have to be careful, because some of these you have to kind of figure out where these go. Okay, so the direction of that. So in these countries, they do not have electricity, and therefore they are spending a heck of a lot of money on kerosene. That doesn't go on that side, it goes on the other side. You can look at the scoring and you can see which side that goes on. So they're spending a ton of money on kerosene or batteries to light their homes at night, to be able to see where to go and that type of thing. So when we take them a solar light, they no longer have to spend that money on their this goes on this one, Darlene. Hello. So they're not having to spend it on their batteries or on candles or on kerosene. So they can start saving that money, and we teach them. We teach them to save that money, and we teach them to have a goal, because I'll tell you what, they don't even know what that is. They don't know what a dream is. It's like, what is your dream? What do you want to do? And they don't even know. So you start putting some ideas into their head. Do you want a business? Do you want a goat? What do you want? And so that's like a whole thing, is to help them raise out of poverty. And the first thing that they usually do is they'll buy a chicken. And the reason they'll buy a chicken is because it's pretty affordable. They can get a chicken, and then that chicken will start laying eggs. And then they can raise those chickens, or they can sell the eggs. So they can do one of two things. So they have enough money from that they can move on up, and they can get a goat, or they can get a pig, or they can get a cow, and then they can get a roof, or they can send their kid to school, or they can go to college, or they can have medication for their kids. There's so much. So we teach them to have a dream. Some of them want to have a business, and they never thought that was possible. And here we go. We gave them a solar light, and now, because of one solar light, because you guys helped and I pushed you, we have helped so many people. I mean, let me do the math on that, guys. So 121,000, I think, is what it was the last time that I looked. Okay, so I keep track of it, and then it's $50 per solar light. So divide that by 50. Okay, so how many solar lights? That's 2,420 solar lights. And they say an average of 7 people are helped with every solar light. So times that by 7, we have helped 16,940 people. Okay, let's make that 18,000 this year. Let's raise that up, and let's help. Let's see if we can help a total of 18,000 people. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's try to get to $131,000. So we're at 121,000 approximately. That was the last time that I had checked. It might be more. Let's try to get to 131,000. I think that would be a great goal. So anyways, guys, we're going to start doing a few things. So when you hear me talk about Watts of Love, if you have questions, you just ask me, because I am always happy to tell you how it all works, and how inspired I am of Nancy, who started this whole thing. I mean, can you even imagine? She lost friends over this. Just like I lost friends when I was fundraising for my cancer kiddos. I lost friends because they're like, well, you're always asking us for money. Yeah, because because that was what my passion was at that point. I was helping parents that they were going to lose their houses because of childhood cancer. And my husband would say, you need to stop. The neighbors say you are always online asking for money for cancer kids. And I'm like, but they need it. And one day he came home and he said, honey, my friend at work, his son has cancer again. How can we help him? And I was like, see, sometimes people don't understand until it touches them personally. You know, sometimes they don't think, or they won't participate and make a difference until it actually touches their heart or their lives. And so from there on out, he never complained. When I was fundraising for all my little cancer kids, he never complained a bit because his friend also needed help, and we helped them a lot. So I know my husband would donate probably every couple of months. He would send money to their GoFundMe. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of like that with Watts of Love. People that don't know about it, or it hasn't touched their heart, they're just like, why would I help with this? Well, because we should. Because if you have extra, then you should help. You know, even if it's $5. Do you know how fast that $5 adds up? And also, guys, when you're ordering on My Chalk Couture website, whenever you place an order, or if you're a designer and you're ordering on yours, you can round up. So rounding up, it adds up. You would not believe how much it adds up. So 50 cents here, 75 cents there, 93 cents here, 2 cents there. It all adds up to a lot of money over a whole year if you have all these people that are doing it. Okay, I think I have to do a double knot on this one too. And then we're done, guys. Isn't this so cute? And that did not take much time at all because I wasn't sitting there answering all your questions. But I will be happy to answer questions. So if you have a question about any of this, you just pop it right in there. In the meantime, I'm going to be on my way flying to Utah. First stop will be Phoenix, and I'll just be sleeping the whole way. So you just know that I'm going to be a sleepyhead tomorrow. Isn't that just so darn cute? I love the bright yellow with that. I think it just pops. It's just perfect. All right, well, you can choose to do whatever color you want. You don't even have to do yellow. You can do bright pink and purple, whatever you want. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up. I'm gonna pop you up to myself, and we're gonna finish this. So there you go, guys. Look at that. Isn't it so cute? It is super cute. Let me give you a close-up. All right, so I think it's about 10 inches, maybe 11 inches. I like these small signs because they can go on the little door, the little hanger thing. But I should start offering, I can do bigger, I can do any size, okay? This is just a size that I think is just perfect for a table or for a wall. Now, if you want one for your front door, you probably want a bigger size. All right, I'm going to go. I have another project to do for you guys, and then I'm going to try to do one from our room there. I'm going to try. We'll see. And then on Sunday, I will actually be home in time to do one here. We get home at noon. So, yay. I'll be home in time on Sunday. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful Thursday. And I will talk to you soon. Love you all so much. Bye.